Okay, YouTubers, this is the first of a series of videos I plan on doing. I'm decided to build a Blood Angels army. About 10 years ago, it was probably the first army I actually built with a very basic paint job, because as everybody knows, you learn as you go along. Anyway, I've gone full circle after painting several armies in Fantasy and 40K to go back to the Blood Angels, because I just don't know what it is about them, but I just love the colour scheme. The first of my units are Dreadnoughts. What can I say? I love Dreadnoughts. I've got loads of Dreadnoughts. I've got about 9 Dreadnoughts to speak of so far. And these are some of the first that I've completed for me new Blood Angels army. The first is an old classic, which is Moriar the Chosen, a Furioso Dreadnought, multi-melter, heavy flamer. Minor conversion needed, because this is one of the old metal dreadnoughts, which comes with the not multi-melter, the melter gun as standard, and the new ironclad dreadnought has some very cool weapon options, which ideally gave me the heavy flamer option painted in black as standard, with the quite old new release of the Blood Angels Codex now, which is available for download off Games Workshop website, allows you to field a Death Company Dreadnought. So if you didn't particularly want to use the Moriar the Chosen rule set, which can be found in the old Codex, you could always field it as a Death Company Dreadnought. I've got to say, they're pretty mean on the table. If I remember rightly, it's if it's a Death Company Dreadnought, it's D3 plus D3 attacks, which could be pretty mean, especially with 2 strength 10 close combat weapons. Anyway, let's see if I can get a bit closer with this. Just a minute. Let's try and figure out how to use my camera. I've used hundreds of times. Right, I've put some bullet holes in it, some quite large ones actually. I've given it a very weathered look. Paint chips on it. Personally, I prefer to paint plastic models, because I don't know what it is about lead, but I seem to have a bit of an issue with it. I don't know why. The paint just doesn't seem to take as well, or it's just my crappy painting. I'm not entirely sure what. But he doesn't look too bad, but it's certainly not the best model I've ever done. Drilled all the smoke launcher holes, the exhaust, gun barrels. I never used to bother with that, but just lately I think it looks far better by drilling them out. Not too bad in general. Should be interesting when I first field that. Second up, standard Dreadnought with a multi-missile launcher, twin-link las cannon, Blood Angels colours, standard, battle damage, paint chips, a few bullet holes. This is one of the Black Reach Dreadnoughts, which I do think is very good value for money, considering you can get them for about 12 quid off eBay. They're quite customisable. As you can see with this one, I've brought some armour cast, I forgot what they call it now, I think it's scenic effects, and this one is showing 2 just fired missiles which painted well. I'm not saying mine are well, but painted to a fairly decent standard can look pretty cool. And these just seem to be the right size for the missiles that are already just poking out of the housing. So I think that worked really well. I'm quite pleased with that, the way it looks. What can I say about this one? That's pretty much it really. For a Black Reach model, not bad at all. Looks quite cool. And one of the latest additions, which I think are really excellent, is the new Ironclad Dreadnought. What a monster. If you equip this thing correctly, if you keep the close combat weapon on this side and have the seismic hammer on this side, it actually gives you 2 strength 10 attacks, which is as good as a Furioso, so you can't really complain. They're awesome power. I love the Hurricane Bolter. As you can see, once again I put armour cast muzzle flashes on, drilled all of the, I think I'm going to see if I can get a bit closer. I've drilled all of the barrels, although I must say it's a bloody nightmare to do, because it's very thin plastic. Paint chips. Also, I've used the emblem that comes in the drop pod set. You have several emblems that you can actually attach to your drop pod for the appropriate chapter. And at the time I wasn't actually doing any Blood Angels, so I got a few of these lying around, and I think they actually look pretty damn good actually. I'm quite pleased with the way that's come out. The new washes from Games Workshop are absolutely superb. They really make life an awful lot easier. I've kitted this one out to its max, as you can see. Is it Hellstrike missiles, frag crack launchers, melter gun, hurricane bolter. Probably cost a fortune to field it on the table, but it still looks pretty cool. I'm quite pleased with it. Definitely on the cards to get another one of them. As yet, as you can see, it's got a yellow blood drop on the back. That will be changing to white, because I initially thought, well, I'm going to make it second company, which is the yellow blood drop. But I've decided to go for the third company instead, which will be a white blood drop, so I shall be changing that. And I've done, as you can see, I've done it on the front, but I haven't changed it on the back yet, so I shall have to change that. And I've also had a go at some freehanding. Now, this is a completely new area for me. Obviously, hopefully, as time goes by, I'll actually get a bit better. But this is supposed to be a feather. I don't think it doesn't look too bad. My techniques are improving somewhat now, so I've seen a few ideas on eBay, YouTube, where other YouTubers have done some freehand like this, which I'm suitably impressed with. So I really fancy doing that myself. So we'll see a lot more of it, hopefully. You'll have to let me know what you think. Overall, a neat paint job. I'd say, you know, I'm certainly no expert, and I don't attempt to be any either. I'm not after any brownie points. I just like to try and keep a nice clean paint job without it taking weeks to complete, because I intend it to be quite a large Blood Angel army, so it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. Anyway, that's the first part. There's several other parts partly finished, which will be coming in the series of videos. This is going to be my Blood Angels second company army, which will also have a significant first company contingent in it. Obviously Terminators, veterans and the like. But subscribe, rate, tell me what you think, and more videos to come. I'll also add a few stills of these Dreadnoughts at the end. Cheers.